Yeah, I got the Cash App. Thank you. I very much appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, I got it. How to get this to work? Oh my goodness. This poor laptop. But yeah, thank you. I'm only gonna be able to be live for an hour, because that's how long I booked this room for. Um, but yeah, I can book this room I think 3 times a day if I'm not wrong. I think it's like 2 or 3 times. So I'll be doing that for a while. And I need to get the thing copy and pasted. There we go. Oh no, yeah, what the heck? So now it's gonna work immediately. It doesn't have any issues at all. The chat just loads. Wow. Okay. That's so funny. Wow. It's not really that funny, but no one's playing. Thank you, thank you. And welcome in everyone. How we doing? How we feeling? How are we doing? How are we feeling? But yeah, I'm only gonna be able to be live for an hour because as long as I book this room for. So if you're needing a reading, this is the hour to get one. Or you can, email or go to the website and get a reading from there as well. But in a live setting, of course. Welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? Yeah, definitely. Definitely am. It has been very, very energizing, to say the least. And welcome in, welcome in. It's going well today. I can't complain. Today's going pretty well. I'm just tired. I'm tired. I've just been really tired today. Other than that, I'm fine. Like, I slept well, but I just didn't, like, I don't know, I'm just tired today. But I'm good. I'm doing well. How's everyone else doing? Awesome. What kind of protest start did you make? Nice. That sounds awesome, honestly. And also my laptop is like over here, so if I'm looking over here, I'm looking at chat and also responding to someone. I used to make them when I was like a child, but I've like stopped. We kind of learned how to make them in Boy Scouts, meaning like one of the dads knew how to do it and no one else was like interested other than me, so it was kind of hard to like keep talking about it. But it was pretty cool. It really is. Welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? You can. I'm trying to think of how I can ask that in an actual sense to get an answer, because you can't really do anything wrong spiritually, because that's with your moral compass in a sense is what you're asking. You'd just be asking, have I done anything that's against my moral compass? So you'd really be trying to ask, like, what's preventing me, or what's allowing me to feel as if I'm doing something wrong in that sense. And you can't ask the cards about anyone else, because that's not how tarot works. So no for the second one. I have to think about the first one, because that's not like a thing that you can like ask per se. That's not really what the cards are used for. I mean, that's not even what the cards are used for either. Because it's like, for the energy, again, that's not really like for tarot. I'm just like, for that one, it would, I can get it. I know what the question is for that one. All tarot is going to tell you is why you're disconnected from yourself, why you're not listening to your other twin, why you're not seeing yourself as a twin individual and rationalizing yourself and seeing yourself as one. That's like what I teach here. I would hope that people would pay attention to that. That's all I teach here. Everyone else, like on this site, is not doing this thing right at all. So you can't really come to someone that's doing it right and ask the same things. But I can get a general for you for sure and see how that would go. We have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is saying that there is a matured idea. There's a matured flame. Oh, wrong area. Sorry. The laptop camera's over there. Anyway, you have the King of Wands first. And the King of Wands, I'm used to the phone being over there. But anyway, the King of Wands is up here. And the King of Wands is saying that there's a sturdy flamed idea. There's a passion that has been lit, a passion that is matured and stabilized, that you're needing to be looking at, needing to follow through with. So if you've been having any pulls or nudges to do something like an idea, begin to start thinking about it in the sense of like feeling. Begin to allow it to generate feelings for you. Allow it to, guide you to certain feelings, guiding less with the mind and more with the heart in that sense. And then we have the Page of Wands, which again, that's kind of what I was saying with that as well. It's like with the Page of Wands, it's telling you to be more, allow things to evolve, allow things to, take more of a pace, even though it's matured, allow that flame to mature, allow it, the flame to grow bigger or get hotter, allow your passion to grow more, allow it to expand in that sense. And again, I mean, even with Sagittarius, like with all the fire out there, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, it is just saying that right now you are in like a lot of birthing, like a bunch of fire, a beginning stage in that sort of sense. So the reason why things might feel shaky around you, or like why things are like going away and while things are coming through, I mean, new things are happening for you, because you're in this phase of transformation. You're in this phase of, losing the old and generating the new. So it's not that you're doing anything wrong if you've been worried about that. It's literally just you are inflamed, basically. You are getting ready to step into a new form. And this might have to do a lot with, shedding off old feelings. However, but just allow yourself to like focus on that heart stance at this time. Allow things to like expand. See things in different lights as well. With the page being out here after the king, even it is kind of foreshadowing that there does need to be a bit more like childish, a bit more playfulness within things. A lot less of a seriousness, a lot less of a fear. You know, being less needy to do so much protection work and doing more attraction work in that sort of sense. But just allowing that inner child, allowing that imagination aspect to grow in this time is definitely going to be beneficial. But other than that, there's whatever ideas you've been having and seeing and working on, they are solidified and ready to grow. So if you've been just like waiting on like a sign to know if you should go forward with something, that would also be an indication to go for it. I am in a library. I'm in like a study room in a library. Oh, and thank you, Kim, for the donation. Yeah, that's where I've just been. I usually just hang around here all day. I'm used to my phone being like on top of my laptop, so I keep looking at it and reading the chat because that's what I'm used to doing. And I keep forgetting my phone's over here, so if I'm staring like over here, it's because I'm looking at my laptop. No, I haven't gone crystal mining. I know there's some places here that do that, but I'm not just too sure who to talk to, or in this sense. And yeah, Kim, I can do that for you. I don't know. I could probably find out and ask. I mean, I won't really be here for long either. I'm not really kind of wanting to do anything like that. Well, I shouldn't say that because I am. Well, I'm not really wanting to do too much activities in this time, if that makes sense. Like, I'm really taking this time to just rest and like lay things down, because without saying too much, because I don't want nature to do its thing. But there's going to be a lot of different. There's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot different than I thought it was going to be. Is what I'm trying to say. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm kind of excited for it. I'm just wanting to lay low, though. Basically, I don't know. I'm having a hard time talking. I'm just like tired, and I'm trying to think about what I want to say because I'm still like mind boggled by everything, I guess. But let me get your reading real quick because I don't want to forget about that. So Kim, your first card is the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is asking you to speak fish or to look into your feelings to see what's happening or to see what the answer is. The Page of Cups is really saying that you already have the answer inside of you, but you're needing to entertain, you're needing to look and be involved in that sort of feeling. You're needing to be able to see like how you're feeling and what you're expressing to kind of see like what it's leading you to. If you're always complaining about, oh, I need this, I need that, listen to those complaints because that's going to show you and tell you like what you need underneath of that. And I mean, even with the Fool, like once you start, seeing that sort of self, that side of self, and looking at the fish in that sort of sense, and um, drawing in that wisdom, then you're going to be able to take that leap. You're not going to be able to, you're not going to be held back by like that doubt or that fear anymore, or be, trying to run off and do that activity based off of like fear or lack or however. You'll be able to do it, purely and fresh. So take time to even if you have to journal things out, don't hold yourself back when you journal. Either write how you truly feel and just get it all out, but then just go back and read over it because it's like that's where you're gonna find the answer. It's not even that you're stuck. It's like you're really screaming the answer out to you, but you haven't like listened to it yet. You've just been in a busy, being in the action of it rather than feeling like or even hearing what you're saying in that sort of sense. But yeah, I do have a shop. It's in my description, but just not many people go to it. Um, and right now, since I can't pay for it, and it's a free site, I can only have 5 of my servers and stuff at a time. But yeah, at some point, I would like that, but it's not like a big like concern. I do have a lot of ideas and stuff, but it's not really like something I'm like panicked to get started on. Yeah, I know. I'm not too worried about that at all. It's really just losing the ones that aren't supposed to be, or aren't ready or willing or however, you know what I mean? Because it doesn't really bother me. The numbers aren't really ever a concern. Um, because no matter what, I'm gonna find a way to do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Like it's not, you know, it's whatever. It's literally like it's part of what I have to do. It's paying the dues is what it's literally called actually. Um, and that's just the path of destiny where you sacrifice things that you know are important to others, but not, you know what I mean? Like you have to go inside, make great sacrifices. Either that being through suffering or like knowledge, for a late term success or whatever. You know, so it's not, it's not that I'm not aware of, but it does have a very melancholy feeling to it because it's like, damn. But hey, I mean, it's what happens though when you fully choose the path. You have to do that, and I'm just glad that I'm able to, I guess, sort of document it in a sense because it is kind of been documented. I'm glad I've been able to do it like in this sort of way because like regardless, the channel and its whole like evolution from like start till now, and then however it's gonna be in the future. Uh, well, at least set a really nice example. At least energetically, uh, of like how the evolution happens, how it feels, I guess. No, welcome in, Anna. Welcome in. How we doing? And I am back at the library. I'm back at the library. It's only been 20 minutes. Nice. Oh yeah, like that's always going to be a frustration But I was even talking to a friend a while ago, and I was just like, the only reason why like people aren't paying attention to you is because you're not causing drama and running around and calling people out and doing stuff like that. You're not trying to get someone's attention. You're just doing what you have to do. And it's like that's not wrong. It's just like you're doing it in a more pure way, in a way that's more suitable to you, not like your rational mind. Like I could be calling out everyone. That would be super easy, you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have to try. But I'm not gonna waste my time doing that. What is that doing? Nothing. I'd spend that time rather either studying or teaching at that point. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm really gonna do what I say I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna do half and half either. I'm not gonna be someone to do that and then, because that's not gonna do anything either. I'm not gonna balance that and then have like morally to me that's not balanced. So I don't know. So I mean, like it's whatever. I mean, it's just sacrifices that I have to make because like I know what I could do, and thank you for the donation. I appreciate love it. Like I know what I could do to like get the numbers and whatever real quickly. I know how to run the system. I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? Like it's really easy, but I'm not gonna do that because I don't have to. I don't have the time to because at first I don't feel comfortable. I just don't. Like I would have to spend time breaking that boundary. I don't need to do that. I don't feel the need to do that. I already have enough. You know what I mean? I already have people that have gravitated, and if it's not by me, I have Hobo doing his thing, and Hobo has other students doing their thing. Like it's not just me, so it's not even a weight on my shoulders. And then beyond that, I feel better doing it this way. Like at the end of the day, I would feel way better getting to the destination doing it this way, not like causing drama and like throwing flames at people, just being chill in my own corner. I'd feel so much better. I'd feel way more complete doing it that way. Because then that sets in stone that you can actually do it this way too. That just proves that anyone can do it. It just takes someone to walk that, a few people to walk that path, to make it like stable and comfortable at least. But it's just how it is. Yeah, you can subscribe for free, but if you're talking about the membership, don't worry about that. Um, until I get like stable, I'm not gonna worry about the membership stuff. Because the membership stuff is gonna have a lot to do with like the different teachings and stuff, and different like subjects and stuff, different sort of things. But I need to get like a, a little bit more stable before I worry about that. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just feel a way. I would just feel way more comfortable doing it this way. Yeah, it's like, and it is an inner battle because there are some days where it's like I really just should stop doing this and then go and do that because that would be so much easier. But it's like, why? Like I'm not here to like make enemies or to give that impression off either. You know what I mean? It's like I'd rather stick with my morals and like shout out to the people that feel comfortable, calling people out like that. That's really cool, but like that's just not me. I am not a warrior type at all. It's whatever. You are free to do whatever you want, but just like let me be over here by myself in my corner for a minute then. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. I am in a whole I'm in a library. God dang, I keep wanting to say hotel. I'm in a library. I'm in an office room in a library right now. And you shouldn't be worried. I'm okay. I am good. Um, and right now, just like the only way really for help, because I have a plan, it's just about waiting for that plan to come to fruition. I'm not going to speak about it, uh, you know, but the best way to help is to donate to the Cash App, the Venmo, the Chime, or the PayPal. Because that goes directly to me and that helps save funds, so that whenever that time comes that I'll be able to go ahead and get there and do the things I need to do. But other than that, like I'm fine. Like there's, don't worry. I'm perfectly fine. Like I'm good. I'm okay. But yeah, definitely work up to confidence to go live. It is nerve wracking. And some days I still even have to uh muster up the courage to go live. Just some days. It doesn't happen that often, but some days if I wake up and I just wake up wrong, it takes me a minute. But it might feel like it's draining on you, but it's not. It's just the stress of like not knowing what's gonna happen or who's gonna pop on, or you know what I mean. But definitely do it. Don't be. You don't have to show your face either. If you have to go live and just not show your face, you can do that. But um, it's not that scary. Don't get beat up if no one joins at first. Like I've literally had days where no one's joined and I've been live for like hours. You know what I mean? Like it's not anything to get like upset about. Even if you get someone to pop in and then pop out, like don't even get worried about that either, because like that millions of people do that. Especially if you're gonna go live on TikTok, that's all you're gonna see for like hours. But yeah, Uranus is in that transit, and then Saturn's going into retrograde. That's gonna be fun. There's another planet in retrograde. Is it Mars? I think it's Mars. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The past like three things, the past three times something has come up, my ancestors have been like, "Don't talk about it," and I spoke about it just a little bit, and they've been like, "You need to stop talking about it." So this time I'm just not going to talk about it at all. Like, I really had to remember this time. Oh, nice. How did that go, Isabel? Mercury. Oh, okay, it was Mercury. Oh no, that's what. Yeah, that is what it was. I remember I was screaming weeks ago, telling Mercury retrograde to go away. I remember that now. I was in a call with my friends and I screamed. I was just screaming, "No, go away." I will say though, everyone has been super nice, which I love to see. That's a good sign for me. I've also seen a lot of white butterflies, which is another good sign. So I cannot complain. And welcome in, welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? Yeah, I appreciate that, Isabel. But yeah, everyone's been like super nice to me. I just, I've been having a beautiful time. The thing is, though, the day before I had to leave the hotel, the only person that was like rude was the person that like talked to me before, like the night before, and he was just like really rude. And I was just like, I don't have time to talk to you, and I just left. But the day of, everyone was like super nice. That's amazing. What kind of books do you need? What kind of books are you gonna write? What kind of books are you feeling? Do you feel called to write? You send an email to me, but I will go check that here soon. Right now, actually, because I can. I've gone to Florida a lot. I've gone to Florida like a lot, a lot. I don't know why this laptop's doing this. Only the email's open. How am I doing? I am doing wonderful, honestly. I cannot complain. I'm just a little tired and sluggish today, but other than that, I'm doing very well. How are you doing? Awesome. I hope I can get my Instagram right. Oh yeah, Isabel. I am on the path of destiny. Um, right now. As bizarre as that might seem to say, as things look right now, but I most definitely am on some form of destined path. Uh, because the second that I left that situation, like every bit of weight, all the weight like left. I've been like weightless. But yeah, I've been feeling a bit lazy too, honestly. I cannot lie. I've had I haven't had like weird experiences. Um, but I have had some very like in my face kind of moments in a sense. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I mean, like, I was getting a rune reading from a friend, and they were like, "Yeah, your time where you're at right now is up." So just, they were like, "Just release control and stuff." And I was like, "Okay, I will." So I did, and then I just went ahead and did everything I had to do. Yeah, I'm excited to see where these next things take me because, like, I'm super excited. Yeah, I keep it real. I always will keep it real. I don't have time for it to be fake. I mean, I sometimes I make jokes and stuff, but I'm not like an entertainer. I'm more of a teacher in that sense. But I try not to be too serious because like it doesn't need to be like life threatening. But Aww. That is odd, but it's also like a really good sign too. Yeah, I mean, it's not supposed to be life threatening, but it's definitely something that controls a bigger aspect of our life than we think, or than we would really even want to think. So it definitely can cause like that sort of like paranoia or like feeling, or like just being overwhelmed. But I try my best to talk about. I don't know. I have to talk about it in so many ways before I like get it right for like an easier translation. You know what I mean? But no, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired today. Jesus. Oh, okay. Well, can I get my leg up here? Dang. I didn't realize how high this chair was. Yeah, I am also low. But yeah. At the end of the day, we're good. Like, there are really no complaints. Welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? I don't have that much time, much more on in here. I should have booked it for 2 hours. Darn. I only booked this area for an hour. I made a mistake. I should have booked it for a little bit longer. I'll remember that for next. I can book the room like three times a day, and it's open for like for a few more hours. So I'll go live again. But now I know to book for longer than an hour. But yeah, I have like it's 46 minutes right now. So where am I going next? Oh, I'm just gonna go back out to the library. I can stay at the library the whole day. Like that's what I've been doing, but I have to spend the day not to book the room basically to get in here. And yeah, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna try to get some videos I'm gonna try and get some videos recorded. Since I got my phone camera working, I'll do those outside though. And yeah, PayPal is better for donations. Yeah, I'm on TikTok. It's the same thing on TikTok as well, and the TikTok has the same like the tarot series shorts. It has a few different things on there too, that are pretty cool. But yeah, I'm not gonna get off yet because I still got some time. But I will remember to book for longer. Yeah, I have Cash App too. Isabel, I have Cash App as well. I have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Chime. Any of those work, honestly. But yeah, this definitely is a major opportunity. This is, because I can't talk too much about it. But I will say that, that things are moving. I can't even I don't even want to say that, but things are moving. I have a time frame, so I'm that's good. It's not like a solid time frame, but a time frame is good to have regardless. So, I don't really have anything else on my mind other than that time and that date is going to be secured. And the time in between that needs to just be, spent with relaxation, no stress, and just, being chill. Because I don't want to stress about it at all. Like, that's the thing. It wouldn't do, it's not going to do anything for it. So I've, just decided not to completely. Welcome in. How we doing? How we feeling? I got 10 more minutes. That's alright. I really should have booked it for longer. I feel silly for not doing that. Oh yeah, no, I trust me, Isabel. Here's the thing. Even if the thing that I'm waiting on doesn't work, there's something that's happening. This is literally like a no exception for it. Basically, something I don't know. Because I know what you're talking about. I've felt it because I've been just completely calm. And that's good obviously, but this is more than just me being calm. This is me being calm and then the divine also being there as well and shining and putting a light on me as well. I don't know. It's just been very, very interesting. Especially because everyone's been super nice to me. The first day, not even an hour in, some dude randomly pulled up and asked if I wanted a sandwich, and I was like, no, I'm okay, because it had meat and stuff on it. I was like, I'm alright for it. So like I've literally been like, it was an immediate just like everything's good and everything's fine. So but yeah, like I'm excited to see where this is gonna take. I'm excited to see where this is gonna go. I really am. Because I don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, it is. I was just checking on my other stuff. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly inspiring to myself at times. I don't know, because like I don't know how I've like, because I don't know. I look at myself and I don't compare myself, but I know how other people are, and it's just like I don't know how I'm not like them. But at the same time, I know why. You know what I mean? It's just like it's one of those functions that's just not necessarily needing to be talked about because it happens automatically. Yeah, my hair's been gone for ages, man. You're a little bit late for that train. But thank you, Isabel. I appreciate love that. I wish YouTube would like not shadow ban my channel. I've been trying to upload videos and that's just I haven't uploaded a video because I've just been like getting used and getting rest in. But I've been YouTube just will not let my videos get out. I think it's so funny. But I'll have some videos out here soon. Where have I been? I've been walking around. I'm at the library right now. Oh yeah. I definitely do like a lot of like looking back and seeing like how I used to be. And it's definitely like crazy. I have 5 more minutes left here. But yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna be going live here a lot more now. I just have to remember to book the room for a little bit longer than an hour next time. Always will, Isabel. Don't worry. I always will be safe. I haven't done like any real like protection work. I've just like my guides have just kind of told me to just like lay low. Like don't worry about doing protection work. Just kind of like de-stress completely. And I've just been like okay, like I'll I mean if you want me to, damn. So, and yeah, I'm just kind of listening to instructions at this point. There's no, you know what I mean? It could just be silly of me to try and fight back. Like, what would I be fighting at that point? But Mother definitely has plans. And wherever and whatever those plans are, we'll find out. Well, I appreciate love it truly, Isabel. And I do accept it. I'm gonna put these up. But yeah, I'll be back here. I'll be back later. When does this place goes? Is it like 8? So I have 5 hours. So yeah, I'll be back in like 2 or 3 hours before this place closes, and I'll go live, and then like I'll get some videos recorded, and then upload them tomorrow. You all as well, you all as well. And welcome in. I'm getting off in like 2 minutes. Because I gotta leave in like an hour. Because this room is not gonna be mine anymore, but I will be back later. But I've just been responding to a friend and forgot to. Still lying. Nice. But yeah, I'm gonna head off here now. Thank you all so much for being here, for likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether they're energetic or financial. And thank you so much for the ones that have donated. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, Daniel, I'm doing well. I'm doing perfectly fine. I'm just a little tired and groggy right now, but we're all good. But I love you all so much. To the moon and back tenfold and forever. I will be back in like 2 to 3 hours from now. But I will see you all then.